G'day, Nathan from Every Road Adventures here, where we help you discover and create your own adventures. Now let's get into it. Today I want to share with you some of the tools that I use to help plan my adventures out. Okay, hopefully you've had a chance to go and watch our video on 9 tips to help you plan your next trip away. If not, I'll just leave a link to that video in the description below. But today I wanted to share with you some of the tools and equipment that I use to help plan my trips away. Now, a lot of this is just basically maps. So we've already worked out where we're going to go, but now let's use some of our maps to work out exactly where and what we're going to see. So I have a couple of books that I use, and I really enjoy using paperback books. The paperback books are an excellent way to plan. You can lay it out in front of you and they can come in a variety of different forms. So a couple of the ones that I use are Hema map books. They are awesome. I have one that I've had for quite a long time that I've used for all my trips throughout the Vic High Country, and I even bought one for Cape York. It's a little bit worse for wear. It got wet. Yeah, that's when I may or may not have got stuck in Logan's Creek, but that's a story for another day. And another one is a camps book. This is the 9th edition. I believe there's a 10th edition out at the moment. Excellent book, but we'll go into a bit more depth on what these books offer. The Hema books are awesome, and there's a variety of different kinds of books. If you actually go for the location specific and the area specific books, they actually have stories and information on certain areas and places to go and see and do, as well as just information like fuel stops, camping places. This is a really good tool to be able to use. I find it so helpful, and they're really valuable, and they are seriously worth the investment. The other one that I do use is the camps book. Now this is an excellent piece of bookwork. The writers and producers of this book have gone to a hell of a lot of effort. Maps from right across Australia in this one. Now this has maps, and along with the maps there is markers on each map as to what is in there. Then there is an index. Now you look up the index and the number on that map, and it will give you the name of the place. So it might be campgrounds, caravan parks, picnic areas, you name it. This camps book has got it in it. It's a heap of information in there, and I use these as just part of all my tooling to plan out a trip. Something I also use is a tablet and my phone. These are handy additions, really handy additions. I like using the map on my phone because I can actually just pull it up. I have an app on there called Ventus. On that it has, I think they call it vectorized maps, where they're just paperback maps and they're imprinted on there. I don't know the technical information. It can track you on the map, so you can find out where you are, just like a GPS or a Navman. Really cool little map. You purchase the maps in store, and you can choose what maps you want, and you can end up buying a whole variety of maps. It can turn out quite expensive. It is a topographic map, so you can see the elevation rise and fall, which it can also help tell you what the roads are like. Are they sealed? Are they gravel? Are they unpassable? Are they steep? Really helpful, really super quick. Other one I use is my tablet. Now I have an Android tablet, only a 7-inch, quite small, compact. Some people use their iPads. This is an Android. On the Android, I have an extension called Aussie Explorer, and on that we can look up. I have a whole host of maps on there from right across the country, and you can just go in there. Basically the same as the map I was just talking about. They're paper maps which have been transformed into a digital format, and then the GPS coordinates have been installed onto this map, and it can track you on that, and you can track your journey, and that helps in a big way. You can see what's lying ahead. There are heaps of benefits to electronic mapping. One, it's in your phone. It can be in your pocket. You've always got it with you, so it can be a really easy way to just know what you're doing, help you get out of trouble, or maybe you just want to see how far you've travelled without resetting your odometer. So really helpful. I do like to carry the paperback maps with me in the car. I find these an excellent backup, and for that reason, they're backed up because if the electronic version fails for whatever reason, battery goes flat, they have a hissy fit, the paper map is there. I've been camping up the back of Lake William Hovel before, over at the end of Top Crossing, and I actually had some four drivers come through. They weren't really sure where they were going. They had no maps with them at all. It was lucky I actually had my high country map with me. I was able to pull out and show them the map of that specific area. They were trying to get up to Top Crossing Hut, and they looked at the map and they'll go, oh, cool. So they were able to use it, and for me that was awesome because I could just lay the map out on the bonnet and show them exactly where they needed to go. Also on my phone or on your PC, your laptop, Google Maps, use it. It is so handy. I'm sure we've all used Google Maps before. Really handy tool to use and help you get out there. You can put your start and finish places in and allow you to get there. I find that really helpful when travelling to like towns. If say we go to Bright or Beechworth and we're going up there, we can use that to map our way there, and if we don't know exactly where we're going, we can just turn Google Maps on and fly around. If we are heading to the bush, I start using some of the other mapping apps that I have, which I find is just a bit more in depth and provides me more value for the surrounding areas, where Google Maps can just lack a little bit of depth about it. Although in saying that, if you do have reception, Google Maps is actually also really good because you can turn to a satellite view. During the recent summer and the bushfires up at Corryong, I was able to use my Google Maps to help pinpoint water locations because we couldn't see any further than 100 metres in front of ourselves. But by using the satellite function on Google Maps, we were able to find out exactly where the water points were, and the mapping was spot on. So Google Maps is also another excellent tool that you really should be using to help plan your trips. Hey, and if you're liking this content and want more of this, then don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button below. So question of the day: what is your preferred mapping? Paper or electronic? Hit me up in the comments below. So hopefully I've been able to help you work out what you can use to plan your next trip with a couple of these things. Go and put it into action and plan your next adventure. I'd love to see you out there. Go up and check our vlog series up here to have a look at that. And until next time, remember there's an adventure on every road. See you out there.